Hey there, YouTube. It's Callan's Lawn Care or Callan from Callan's Lawn Care Service. You don't usually see much of me. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna be doing a cold start on my Cub Cadet LT 1018. Uh, let me get my keys out of my pocket. I had it running yesterday, but I had it on full choke and it was barfing out smoke. Bearing's about to go on the transmission or on the shaft. That ain't good. Let's come out half throttle. And I know most of you have seen this, but I'm just doing a recap on the specifications. Because one of my buddies just is making a channel, and if I can figure out how to post a link to his channel, I'll post it, put the link in the description. So yeah, and he's a pretty cool dude. I think yeah, battery's got power. But yeah, you'll like the kind of videos he puts out. Probably basically like me. I don't really know. He works on this stuff like I do. He has a bunch of dirt bikes and works on dirt bikes and stuff. I don't know what all tools and equipment he's got, but so yeah, it's a 18.5 horsepower engine. Briggs & Stratton. OHV with brand new thingy diode box or whatever the heck they're called put on it last summer. It wasn't letting the battery charge when it was running, so it was therefore every time I stopped it and tried to start it, it needed jumped, which was not fun. Being at the time where it was at Sports Emporium in the middle of a field where I was mowing or doing something, or in the parking lot when I was eating lunch. But enough of that aside, check the oil. It's got some white tan looking stuff, but it's got plenty of oil. Probably needs change soon. It's just got all the white stuff that makes it look like it's got water in it somehow. Yep, OHV. Headlights, I put high beams in from a regular car. My dad had a bucket of bulbs for his van there, or my mom's van there, and then his van. Setter stole a couple high beam bulbs out and stowed them in my tractor. Brand new battery put in about December or January, maybe February of last year. Because the old one, that when I got it, the original one had a cell that was gone in it. So it's got all the basic stuff. Basically 42-inch deck, standing up. I got really expensive blades put on it, or I put them on. Last in the fall, they're the extreme blades. They need sharpened. From Cub Cadet online, or cubcadet.com. Got that, and I got a bagger for it, tube in, standard, and this is a trailer I built for the lawn vac. It's down, that's the engine part, that's my blower. I'll have to do a cold start on that and the trimmer too. My camera will focus. I'm on my phone, by the way. So now, let's see. Put the parking brake back on because it's a pain to start without it. 12.8 volt in the battery, 533 hours on 533. I usually let that run on a choke for about 10, 10 or 15 minutes. I'll fire it back up here in a minute. This is what I mean by the hydro, Aaron. Yeah, Aaron. You know who you are, Haynes. It has the foot pedals like a car, park and brake. And this, you push it to go forward. And then the far down you go, the faster. And this, you just hold down for reverse. And pushing the wrong button for the park and brake. Park and brake, cruise control, key switch, electric clutch. That's gonna be me. I'm just gonna keep that off for now. And it looks like I'm gonna have to redo those skid shoes soon. That one's almost broke through, and I had to weld more stuff onto that. This is my welder, 90 amp flux wire welder. It's just a gasless wire welder. I got all the stuff for it. Husqvarna 150 BT blower. Fingers in the way. 327 mile per hour wind speed coming out of that tube. 2 horsepower engine. It's rated in cc, so it's a 50 cc engine. Runs real good, and it's pretty sweet. Echo SRM 225 trimmer I got in the summer, and I have a Honda mower back there that I used a couple times last summer. Don't think I'm going to use it again. I will if I have to, but it's a mess to try and use. It burns deuce load of oil, and it's expensive to run. It doesn't burn gas that bad, but it's got a head gasket that's getting ready to, or the blow on it, or something wrong. I don't know. And there's an extra engine I have. It's a 5 horsepower Tecumseh. Started it a couple weeks ago, and it runs fine. I want to make like a racing motorcycle thing out of that, or do something of that sort. 20-gallon air compressor. I got a video that shows that. And you might see this hose coming down into my shop vac, and you see that white hose and wonder, where did that go? Well, I put a hose to the other side of the garage, and it's got a little button thingy right there, right next to the hose. It's got a little button thing that's plugged into the shop vac. The shop vac's plugged into that. So when I when I push that button over there, the suction will go through that hose up and down into the shop vac, and so in turn that enables me to clean up all the salt and stuff left when my mom's van drips or melts all the snow off, and salt and ice and crap and stuff. There's my little air compressor, little baby air compressor. 3 gallon. Upgraded to a 20. So yeah, the welder. Let's see if I can open it. Maybe. Need a basic wire feed. Wow, I'm almost out of wire. All the material that'll weld. Material being welded: steel, steel, flux core, yada yada yada. Yep, and then I got a couple extension cords, a 50-foot PVC hose. There's my 48-inch aerator. Plug aerator, bought brand new last fall. 50-foot rubber air hose that I got for Christmas. There's an extension cord that goes to my snow. Well, it didn't come with the snowblower that I got out of the guy's trash, but I had it, and I use that for the electric start on here. It's got a little push button thing. Got that, and then I got a angle grinder down there, DeWalt, 4 1/4 inch, I think it is, or 4 1/2. 4 1/2. Got some spare discs, got some used ones. I got all my tools up here. John Deere. And that's a floodlight that I wired up. Ooh, where's my finger? I wired to a switch down here. So when I turn that on, those lights come on so I can work at night in the summer. There's stuff for my Dremel that broke. Stuff for my die grinder. Air drill. Air ratchet and sockets for the impact, but the impact uses chrome sockets because the impact rated ones are so expensive. Cobalt 1/2 inch impact, 18 gauge brad nailer, wrenches, striker for my oxygen and map gas torch. I'm still learning how to use. Drill bits I got for Christmas. That Dremel is going to be a whole different video whenever it gets warmer. So it's got some stuff that's wrong with it. And this is a pulley idler thing for the tractor that goes under, wherever the heck the tractor is. Goes up under the bottom. It's a double belt system on the deck. See, it's already got a belt on there. It's got another belt for the idler, or for the belt, or for the deck to the, from the PTO to the deck as a belt, and then the deck, it's got a stack pulley in the back there, right there, and it's got a belt for the blades. Bagger bracket, a couple bags of salt, spreader I use for salt. I built these things that go on the back of here that need readjusted, because when the salt comes out, it hits these. Oops. Salt comes out, hits these, and then it keeps it in a somewhat uniform manner instead of spreading it all over the yard. Oops, sorry for the glare. There's a carb kit from a snowblower. No, not the snowblower, I already did that. Put a new carb on that. And carb kit for that. I highly doubt that that's going to start after sitting for so long. Same with that Honda. Battery charger for when the tractor battery decides it's time to die, which is basically every time I go to start it, except for today, for some odd reason. And what? I'm making a video. And yes, that's basically all my stuff. I would do a cold start on that, but I don't feel like it. Yeah, and then there's another extension cord that my grandfather found out for trash. All I had to do is put a new 3-prong thingy on it. It already had one there. It's just held up by a broken bungee cord. Tucked into the spring there. That's handy if I need one. That's a pretty thick cord too. I don't know if it says it on there. 600 volt. I don't think it says the gauge, but I think that one's thicker. And I probably have to use that one for my a block heater on my F250 or 350 7.3 liter Power Stroke V8 that I want to get next fall for my birthday, hopefully, when I get my permit. Then I have a shed in the backyard And I don't know if my mom and the dog went inside yet or not. So let me go check that. Shed's locked too. Yeah, they're still back there. Darn it. Let's see. The snow blower's got the light on it. Put a new carburetor on it before the winter. 17,000 gas cans. Can't hurt to have enough gas. Bench grinder, 6-inch. 6-inch bench grinder, not bad. Needs new grinding wheels. I bought it from Lowe's, but they're not real bad. There's some motor oil for my dad's van. And these, that's my book of, oops, sorry, fingers in the dang camera. Book of manuals, my old Ryobi tool set, and the grease gun. A couple circular saw blades. X-Acto knife kit, and parts for my bagger in here. Extra blade for the Honda, and a couple more pieces for the bagger if I get the sun out of here. And then a oil drain for the tractor that I need to put on, and some hose clamps. Oil drain for the tractor I didn't need to put on because the other one's falling off. It's my pile of scrap aluminum, and that's a 3-speed forward, 1 reverse transmission from a snowblower, my old snowblower that engine came off of. 3-speed forward, 3-speed forward, 1 reverse, chain drive. We got the chain, gas cap. Oh, that's where it went. Rear tires, shifter. I got the axle there, and some other mumbo jumbo, some bolts and stuff. I think these can lock, but you have to. I think I'm gonna have to get new handles to get keys with them to lock them, because I don't think they have my grandfather has the keys anymore. But yeah, that's about all I've got. I got a little electric chainsaw there. 3 pounds of string. And then in here is a couple things for my Dremel, a propane torch, and a homemade table saw with an electric circular saw bolted upside down and backward. Yeah, no, upside down onto a piece of 1-inch wood screwed into 4 2x4s that are all the same length, that I can sit down, plug in, and turn on, and it'll cut wood like a table saw would, which is really nice. And yeah, this is the shop vac system. It's just got a little push button here that tells the little white box right under my finger where or what to do. So and then I got a bunch of hose there, and this adapter goes into that elbow, and through the, I think it's about 20 foot of hose maybe. I've got to do some adapting and stuff. But it cleans up the garage nice. I did it yesterday. There was about 15 pounds of salt, or road salt, on the driveway, or on the ground. Oops. And yeah, I gotta move this pot here too. That's supposed to be in my scrap pile, but it's a scrap bag. And then in the backyard, I've got a bunch of scrap metal. Well, I've got a bunch of scrap metal in that bag there, which is the pot and pans and stuff. And then I got a bunch under the blower in a recycle bin, our old recycle can. And then around back, I have the remains of a trampoline, and then a big 32-gallon trash can of metal and hardware from the trampoline in the shed. That's where I keep most of my crap that I don't use. I've got a push mower in there with a GCV 160 Honda on it with a manual choke. All it needs is warmed up the engine, and then it'll run without the choke on it, but it's a real pain to start. Aside from that, the choke should stay on longer. Yeah, I gotta figure out. I think it's okay though. Blade needs balanced. And yeah, that's about all I've got. And then I got a rolling tool chest that I found out in the trash. A bunch of bolts and stuff from that project. I'll show more on that in spring when it warms up. I start getting to use it often. I gotta get it back. I gotta get it out and rebuild the carburetor, and I want to put a 3/4 inch piece of plywood on top instead of this 1/4 inch Lawan stuff. And I gotta do something about the door because it's a piece of the 2x12, and I'm probably thinking of putting it on hinges on this side so it'll just hinge shut. It'll be a project in the summer and spring or whenever when it's warmer. But yeah, I think that's about all I've got. And like I said, I'll try and put a link in the description to the Aaron's channel. I'll go subscribe to him and see if he's got his channel all worked out yet. But yeah, in the meantime, stay warm because it's, I think today I got over 10 degrees maybe. But other than that, it's been frigid. And as you can see, our Christmas lights are still up. So I gotta do that soon too. Okay, well, I will talk to you guys later. And yeah, next thing I'll probably be doing is probably firing the tractor up again. I'll probably let it sit over the weekend, maybe starting on Tuesday next week if I don't need it. I just use it to check the mail when it's too cold to walk, because it needs to, you need to be running them every few days just to keep the battery charged. There's a crap load of salt in my garage too. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Stay warm, and yeah, I guess that's everything. So see you later. Hey guys, me again. Yeah, I said I was gonna go in, but no, I just had to fire up this. Got a little snow on the tires. Yeah, I made a little racetrack in the backyard. And I have to use 2 hands to steer. So let me set you up back here. On my back porch, I'll try and get a couple shots of me doing this big thing here. And I got a big donut spot here. And over there I got a donut spot, so let me set the phone up right about there. I'll get the Okay, yeah, just want to add that on the end. Off-roading in the snow with a lawn tractor.